All right, y'all. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Hollywood doesn't really care about DEI, right? Now, for y'all viewing pleasure, I got this video from actor Djimon Hounsou. Man, fuck, I don't know how to say his name. Anyway, this brother has been in so many movies, and he's talking about he still struggles to make a living. Like what?
I'm still struggling trying to make a living.
After 30 years in this business,
I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades, and still, with two Oscar nominations, many big blockbuster films, and yet I'm still struggling financially to make a living. I'm definitely underpaid.
how has Hollywood changed in terms of African representation in what you see since you started out to what's being produced now?
I was nominated for a Golden Globe, but they ignored me for the Oscars, talking about the fact that they thought that I just came off the boat
That's
and off the
crazy.
streets. Even though I successfully did that, they just didn't feel like I was an actor for whom we should pay any respect to. So this conceptual idea of diversity, it still has a long way to go. Systemic racism don't change like that anytime soon.
Growing up, you're one of the first big black actors I saw in big budget films. So it's mind boggling to me.
But that's a sign for you that systemic racism is not something that you can deal with lightly. You have to cope with it and survive the best way you can.
This is crazy. Now, what I did was, I was like, you know what? I'm like, man, I'm like, how many movies has this dude actually been in? Man, I've messed around and pulled that up. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. Like, he's been in like nearly everything. I don't know films, like, he's been in everything. A Quiet Place Day One, he was in that. Rebel Moon Part Two and One, he was in it. Gran Turismo, like this is those two were 2024. He has five. He has four. I mean, he has four upcoming films in 2025. That lets you know, bro, trying to eat, bro. Beneath the Storm, The Zealot, The Bleeding Ground, and The Monster. All he has all of those. He'll be all of those. All right. Then you have Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and he was in Black Adam. He was bro been in the game. Bro been in the game since '98. Since 1989. I'm sorry. And see, Hollywood, man, Hollywood cares a lot about the diversity and the inclusion because it makes people feel good. It makes people feel good. But at the end of the day, when it comes to people like him and like me, they actually don't care. They actually don't care. They don't actually care about us. They don't actually care about us. Because they always leave out that equity part. The equity is us getting comparable pay to our white and Hispanic and other counterparts. That's the equity part. And they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. And that shows you the hypocrisy of Hollywood and a lot of the people that are I guess like on the left. I mean, what do you what's that freaking organization called that does video games? Freaking oh god, Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. Man, people always are like they're always like in the middle of pushing some diversity, whatever. Like I don't. Here's my thing, bro, and I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it all the way a band, man. Let me get rid of this dude, and let me just be honest, bro. Let me be all the way honest. I don't need to be included, okay, in some shit. For instance, like Game of Thrones, people are like, oh my God, they cast. It was so white, there were barely any black people. Yeah, it's in Europe. It's cold. The Night King. It's cold. Do you hear me? It's cold. My black ass not gonna be there. And I don't expect to see other black people there either. Not in large quantities. The little sprinkle in is fine enough for me. Because when you go look up Europe's demographics, you're gonna find it's mostly Caucasian. That's just what it is. All right, that's what it is. Um, I, I wonder why they say they're like they're allies and they really care about us and they love us so much and we want to make sure you're included and you're represented and all that other good shit. But you won't give us the money though. Like Taraji P Henson was complaining about money. Uh, who else came out? Angela Bassett has complained about them not running her check. I'm trying to think who else. Who else? Who else? Uh, I can't remember. Kerry Washington has complained about it. Like every black actress has made some complaint about pay. And the only person that's been giving them, Megan Good, even she said she got her first good paycheck with Tyler Perry. Her first like, oh, I feel like I'm getting what I'm worth from Tyler Perry. It took a black man to play black people what they're worth. Think about that. Think about that. That just goes to show that we have to create our own spaces and our own initiatives for ourselves. We just got to look out for ourselves. We got to keep our dollars in our community. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's something that's like blasphemous or anything like that. Um, that's something that we're gonna have to do because they clearly don't care about us. They do not. Do not. They'll say, "Hey, you're look. There's all these people that are represented. Look. We included you. We included you at the table. Don't you feel great that you're included at the table? And then when it comes time to eat, they slap your hand and be like, "Nah, that's not for you." You know what I'm saying? They got steak, lobster, and all that on the table. They got fresh fruit, all that. Nah, that's not for you. Here's this bag of Burger King. This grease bucket. Eat up. What? Really? Really? Um, but yeah, that's how I feel about that.